Aaron here with Ultraliminal Consulting. Are you ready to be exceptional at your work? Are you ready to be a leader? Not sure how to get there? That's okay. This is for you. We're talking about changing our leadership style, or especially when we're looking at being adaptable and being flexible. We really have to evaluate what our current structure of operating looks like as a leader. And so you need to evaluate, am I more hands-on or am I more hands-off? Do I micromanage or do I delegate? And if you're micromanaging quite a bit, you need to work towards doing more delegation. I understand you want control. However, control is an illusion. What you need to do is you need to establish systems and processes that allow you to effectively delegate. So remember, accurate prioritization of work is huge. It keeps confusion low. It keeps information high. It's good for your team. And then for the delegation piece, remember, set reasonable expectations, set effective boundaries, give out adequate, if not optimum, resourcing, and then have good follow-up. And if you're doing those things, those basic mechanics will take care of all the issues you have as a leader if you're a micromanager, because you've now facilitated all those things that need to happen. Your staff understands what needs to go on, and you can now take a step back and let it go. Okay, see how it plays out. But that's why you have your follow-up, right? Because you're concerned that it's not going to get through accordingly. So in your boundaries and follow-up, you make sure you bracket those things you find most important. And that's how you do that as somebody who needs to take, let off the reins a little bit and let your team develop, let your team grow. Now, if you're the opposite side of the coin, which is you delegate far too much and you need a bit more control, it's the same thing. You go back in, assess how you prioritize, and assess how you're delegating. You maybe need to tighten up on those boundaries, tighten up on that follow-up, and make sure people are meeting the requirements that you're setting forth. If you're not setting requirements, then you're wrong. You're not leading, okay? That's the job. So evaluate, the biggest way you can check that is where do we look on the performance of our team? Are we getting things accomplished accordingly? Are we inside budget? Are we inside parameters? If we are, great. If we're not, okay, we need to change. And in doing these changes, our ability to adapt and be flexible to things that are going on will adjust accordingly. And so you'll be able to move more efficiently between challenges or between inflection points than you would prior to, because you have a better developed team. So evaluate what you're doing based off the numbers, and then from there, either release a little bit of your control, start opening up to your team, let them do some work, or hey, tighten the reins up a little bit, get that shock group a little tighter. You can do it. Either way, remember, your job is to be Chief Facilitator. And to be Chief Facilitator, you need to be flexible and adaptable to what's going on. You need to facilitate the ability for your team to be adaptable and flexible to what's going on. So remember that, Chief Facilitator, that's your role. Till next time.